Private company feeding us GMO foods, they wanting us trapped. My young boy just came home for a booting, that young nigga tapped. Can't be slipping when I'm puffing on a potent, silent but I stay strapped. Gave her wood, now she talking about family tree, you know it ain't that. Ain't got time for the bad bees, dog, I got money on mine. Watch my chain too long, had me nervous, I put money on your mind. The Cali be potent, that girl is a bogus, I can't risk my seed.
Boom. What's up, my fellow airsofters? So I basically wanted to do another video for you guys because I've been getting a lot of good feedback on the review videos and all of that stuff there, so I kind of basically just wanted to do a little update on what my loadout currently looks like. Obviously this is not a full loadout because I haven't changed much to my other guns recently, but I kind of wanted to do a look over once I've done the new spray paint, because obviously you guys can see my G36 no longer looks like it originally did on the channel, and my LT no longer looks like it did before. So I'm just gonna do a quick little look around, because I did change quite a few things on each. So we'll start with the G36. Start with the simple bits and bobs. Obviously done the mag. I think originally the mag was this black / grey color, if you can see. It was a decent color, but I just feel like it made the G36 very kind of boring. You'd look at it compared to other guns and be like, ugh, if you get what I mean, because even just the rifles layout in itself. Whereas now if you look at it, it just, I don't know, man, like have a look now, it just looks nice. Because at first what I did was I painted it and had left the mag black, that black grey color that it was, and then I just didn't like it, so it just didn't sit well with the gun aesthetically. Whereas now I think it just gives it a good little balance, because you got the black scope, the mid body, and your charging handle is black, as well as your midsection, but your magwell, your actual front barrel, your upper rail, and your stock is in that hunter green color. I just think it looks really cool, guys. Like, I don't know about you guys, but I just think, yeah, man. Yeah, man. And even if you just fold down the stock, it just, even with the stock folded, I feel like it just gives this AEG a really cool look. Like, it just, something that most people call this, everybody I've met call this the ugly gun. Everybody that I have shown this, obviously not everybody has seen it so far, but easily 30-40 people have seen this gun now, and everybody has said to me like, wow, you kind of changed it up. I can see it's a bit worn and torn, because for example, like on my barrel and stuff where I bought this as a second-hand gun, even my barrel, things like my barrel and stuff, they're a bit worn, but I kind of like that feel, because even the paint, this was the first weapon I painted, and if you notice, it isn't the most perfect job I've done on it, but came out pretty well. And like I said, I don't know if you guys saw the short video last week that I dropped, but it's all through Nupro. I think it's 312 grams you get. I spent $6.99, and that's in UK money. I'm not sure what they charge for this in the US, because I know I got some US subscribers, but I would recommend it. It's actually a good spray paint. Like, I'm no pro at spray painting. I've spray painted a few things in my life, but I would not say I'm a pro at spray painting. And to be honest, I would always advise maybe about between 3 to 6 coats, depending on if you sand down the item or not. And if you guys want a more in-depth video in terms of this, I can talk about it, just because the look that I've got, obviously each of them I had to do different things. This stuck a bit more, the magwell stuck a bit more, whereas things like the rail and the top rail, where they're metal, I had to spray them a couple times. So yeah, the stock held pretty good as well. I think I sprayed that probably like 3 layers at most, because if you notice, there's already some wear and tear on the buttoning, but that's just where, again, that's metal kind of thing. But yeah, like, came out well. Added some bullets to the top. They are not live, guys. Safety first. We are airsoft lovers, not fucking terrorists. So yeah, but yeah, I think it came out well. Everybody who sees this gun, they always like, bro, I need me one of them because I've seen yours. And I'm just like, nah, it's not that simple. You buy a black one, you're gonna end up with that same ugly looking gun. But maybe if you bring it to your boy Airsoft Special Ops, I'll sort you out. And like I said, I did have to sand down the mag a bit just because there was a couple extra layers. You can see a little wear and tear where I've had to kind of break it back in, just so that it's not too hard to enter the mag well. But now don't have no drama, and then release is not too hard. Before I literally had to struggle to get it in, whereas now it goes in so simple. You know what I'm saying? Probably should take down the stock, show you guys properly, literally, and then straight out. Whereas before it was literally a nightmare. You do have to give it kind of like a quick little shove. I will say that you kind of have to put some muscle into it, but yeah, man, the G36 has been one of my favorites. I even put a sight on it, or scope if you guys call it. This one's a pretty nice scope as well, to be honest. It has quite a few functions. I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to get you guys to see it, though. That's the only thing. Give me 1 sec. So it is quite a weird angle. I'd have to hold it up for the cam to see it. Can you guys see that? Hopefully you guys can see that. It's a decent little scope, I'm telling you, and you can kind of switch the function in and stuff. But I think what I'd probably have to do is take the gun off and show you guys properly. Take it off the gun and show you guys properly, just because I think the distance between my camera and the gun just isn't enough. I don't know if you guys can see it, because over here for me is dark. I can't really see that you guys are seeing it, but yeah, you guys are not seeing it. But I will say it is a nice scope. It basically has like a circle dot with lines around it. I'll take it off and I'll do another video, because I think it would be cool to talk about this scope, just because I feel like out of all the scopes I've come across so far, it's probably I probably rank it like, I don't know, it would have to be this or this for me. That's rank 1 or 2. I'm kind of cut between the two, just because with that sight, it's a holographic one. The battery life is amazing. The only thing is it only has 2 functions. It's the same scope sight. I think I've shown you in another video, so please go and check the channel, because I'm not going to do that right now. And it goes in red and green, but it's only 1 scope function. The thing I like about this is it's a lot smaller, because for example, if you look at the size difference, like that one on the right hand side is quite much bulkier quite much bulkier compared to this one on the left. One thing I will say, it's reliable, it's heavy duty, it's fallen quite a few times, it's taken quite a few beat ups, and it's still come out fine and working. So that's why I always preach about the holographic sight. The one thing I will say about this bad boy though is you have so many functions. It has like 3, if I'm correct, it's 3 or 4 different sight options, so you could change your spectacle or optic if you don't like the actual sight that it gives you. Plus it gives you about, I think it's like 4 settings on one side and 4 settings on another side of different colors. So it goes green and red same, and then it allows you to adjust the brightness of that green and red. So I think that's so cool, to be honest. So those are the 2 I'd recommend. I'll talk price points and stuff maybe in another video if you guys request it, but this video was just more to show you guys what everything looks like currently, because there's a lot of people who are like, oh, I see you at the other day at the site and you haven't done a review on your gun, and I'm seeing it today. So yeah, I'm saying I thought I'll do this one for you guys. And then the LT35, which is now called the LT97. I've done quite a few things to this bad boy. I'm not going to go into it because the internals have changed quite a few times since the last time I done this video, so I'm not going to speak too much on that, because I just feel like I'll bore ya. Hopefully you see me at site and then I'll bore ya. But again, this is a coloring video, so I want to just talk about that. The grip came and it was in like this tanned color, because the black ones had sold out on Patrol Base. I think it was Patrol Base, or it was one of them sites, can't remember. I think it was Patrol Base. So I had just ordered the tan version, and I just didn't like it in tan. At the time it did. I think there's another video where I'd done this LT97 and spoke about it, and to be honest, like, it looked alright, because it had like the camo up here and the camo on the stock and stuff like that, and even on the end of the barrel, but I just felt like it still didn't kind of feel like my gun. Do you know what I'm saying? So the hunter green is always something I've kind of wanted since I see it on one of the G&Gs. So I was like, you know what if I make my own version? It won't be perfect the first time round, because I'm no great spray paintist, but at the same time I feel like for my first attempt it came out pretty well. So I basically made the grip that hunter green, which I just think is cool. It gives the gun a nice little look overall. I've made the end barrel also green. I sprayed the 48 on there green as well. Just feel like it gives it a nice little feel. And then obviously I've done the mag, which again, little wear and tear, but it goes in fine, no dramas. I always say don't give your mag too many layers, because then you just end up with so much wear and tear that you have to do just to be able to get in and out properly. With the G36, I had to probably do that reload process probably about 30 times before it became smooth like that, whereas with this, within like 2 or 3 times it came smooth. And it's because I only put maybe about 2 layers, at most 3 layers on these mags. I got 4 of these, so I just done 2 of them green and left 2 of them black. And then I think one thing that was cool, because I see this, I think it was on a Spectre Arms, I see one that has like a chrome rose gold kind of section here, and I always kind of looked at the gun like, wow, whoever thought of that idea was really cool. So I kind of went for the hunter green in that mid section for myself, and then obviously, you know, 107 48 be the team, so I had to put the 48 there. And then on the other side I just left it clean cut. Do you know what I'm saying? Even done my charging area done green as well. I don't know what they call this little section. Latch, charging latch, maybe. I believe that's what they call it. And then I have basically made my charging handle and my rail that color as well. So I don't know if you guys can see. And I've done the whole charging handle just to give that gun that authentic feel, because I felt like if it was black it just wouldn't feel as authentic. And with some people, when they spray, their charging section isn't functional anymore. So I'll show you, like, for example, it is fully functional. I did take the gun apart and spray it. You will notice if you don't take the gun apart and spray it, that won't work out the way I'm talking. I did leave the black a bit messed up camo, but it's because I wanted it to look like almost like a chemical reaction. So it was like a chemical reaction that turned the rest of the gun green, if that makes sense. So yeah, maybe I'll call this the chemical hunter green custom. But yeah, man, this is actually my favorite gun at the moment in the stock, because it actually looks like, you know, when you envision something, you're like, oh, I just want a gun that looks like that. This is actually what I envisioned when I envisioned the perfect airsoft rifle for me. There's still a couple things I want to do to it, like I'll probably upgrade the spring 1 more time or twice more, and then I'll probably push the BB weight to about 0.40, just because if I don't shoot something that heavy, I probably won't be allowed on UK sites with this. But yeah, like if you notice, I done the holographic scope, and I done the Airsoft Special Ops on that side, and then I done the Airsoft Special Ops on that side as well. Just to, people always ask at sites, they're like, oh, what does that mean? And I'm like, oh, I've got a YouTube channel, Airsoft Special Ops, and then they're like, oh, I'll follow you. So yeah, it's kind of like a talking point on the fields. Yeah, I think the biggest thing I can say is big up, I can't even remember his name, but I think it's something, his name was something Daddy Mums or something Mums, but big him up from, where did we meet him? Driverwood, just because he kind of just bust me. Like, I noticed all my guns, even the what's it called, the G36, if you notice, the grips tend to be so, like, it's nice to have a polished gun, but the problem with it is, like, if somebody was to throw this to me, and it is on safety, and let me just show you guys, the mag is not loaded, it is actually empty. So I don't want nobody telling me about, oh, gun safety, you guys are being silly. And it's the same with this one as well. Plus, may I just show you, my gun is always on safety, thank you very much, so I can't even squeeze the trigger. I think it's key we talk about gun safety, like we often don't talk about it. And if you notice it's unsafe, I cannot squeeze my trigger. So yeah, and then I'll show you the mag as well, just so that for you little fuckboy commenters, Big up my people who don't complain though. I gotta show love to you guys. But what was I talking about? Yeah, like grips. If you notice, like, yeah, we like them polished guys and it's nice, but if somebody was to throw this to me, I would have to look at how easy it is to slip round. And I'm not acting, guys. Like, I'm trying to grip it, but if I add enough force, my hand will spin round it. Whereas, like I said, that guy, I hope he doesn't take offense, but something mums, like, he basically showed me this, and if you notice, I apply force, my hands are not turning. I'm more hurting my hands just trying to force them to turn. As simple as it seems, elastic bands, it works miracles. Like, this gun does have a little weight on it, and trust me, I can maneuver, I can turn it, I can spin it as I please, and I feel secure just because of them elastic bands. So do you use them? What else can I show you? What else did I do to this? Obviously the stock, I can't remember who I bought this from. I can't remember the name of the company. Daniel Defense, I think it was from. Not very expensive. I think I probably paid like 30 quid for it. Comes with a backup one of these as well, and I just sprayed it down into hunter green because I just didn't like it. It came in black and tan, but like I said, that tan thing weren't working for me. I'm a green guy. Came out pretty nice, I'm not gonna lie to you. So, and then I just left the back bit. See if I can show you guys because the camera is a bit low today. Just left that back black bit black, and then obviously it says Daniel Defense. But yeah, which is quite interesting because this gun is actually like a Frankenstein gun. It's got like mags from the LT35 original, but this is the LTX. I think they call it the LX or something like that. Somebody correct me on the channel. Then I got Daniel's Defense stock. Then I got holographic sight from like the UK British Army. Then I've got a charging handle from a GNG CM16 1.0. Then I've got a stock that comes from, I think it's the Spectre Arms. I can't remember what it's called. Spectre Arms. I don't want to guess wrong, so we're just gonna say Spectre Arms. Then I've got a outer barrel from and you can actually see it as well. If you look close enough, you can see the GNG logo on it right there. And that's from the CM16, GNG CM16 LT. That one's from the 2.0 because it's got the slightly longer barrel. And then what else? I think this is from Spectre Arms HO2 in the barrel from an GNG CM 2.0, CM16 2.0, sorry. And then this is just a random one from, I think it's just like, yeah, just a random one. I don't think any amazing company makes it. So yeah, like basically a little update video for you guys. You could call it like a little Christmas Easter egg because this is around the Christmas time period I'm filming this video for you guys. But I just want to make season 5 lovely for you guys. Like, you've stuck with me. I think in season 1 there's a lot of things I did to the guns that I didn't really speak about, so I wanted to make sure that every step of the way of the journey I basically kept you guys updated, just so you could see my own journey, you could share your own journey. I've had a few commenters and subscribers recently talk about guns that they've bought similar to the ones that's on my channel, and almost just thank me for the recommendation, as well as
the ego tripping. Think different and let go of the ego tripping. Think different and let go of the ego tripping. Think different, think different. Working 6 to 2 to pay some ish that's overdue. Meditate on past actions, ish I had to do. Working 6 to 2 to pay some ish that's overdue. Meditate on past actions, ish I had to do. Private company feeding us GMO foods, they wanting us trapped. My young boy just came home for a booting, that young nigga tapped. Can't be slipping when I'm puffing on a potent, silent but I stay strapped. Gave her wood, now she talking about family tree, you know it ain't that. Ain't got time for the bad bees, dog, I got money on mine. Watch my chain too long, had me nervous, I put money on your mind. The Cali be potent, that girl is a bogus, I can't risk my seed. My heart too low, took L's like fug. Big slime soon free, had to drop cause the fans they keep asking. You drop trash, had the fans all laughing. Disappeared and I brother grown, we conversate, I ain't preaching. Roll some loud, talk some life, hold his mouth when I'm speaking. I had trauma about my childhood plus how I grew. I had trauma about my exes plus things they do. Ayy, ayy, look what I did to shine, ayy, ayy.